Hey there, thanks for checking out the Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. I'm going to do a quick 2-3 minute overview of the course and then we can dive in. So, does this sound familiar? Are you stuck having a great product, raving fans, but it's not growing at the speed you want? Or maybe you're stuck trying to get the on-the-fence prospects to finally try your product or service, or maybe you just don't get the marketing side of things and you wish somebody would magically appear and bring you customers. And I know these scenarios are stressful, okay? Marketing dollars are going down the drain, you're bleeding money, and you just wish things could, quote unquote, go viral. And you have the anxiety and stress of waiting for a breakthrough moment. And in reality, there is no breakthrough moment, and it's highly unlikely that things will go viral. But after working and applying these principles, I found one thing that really scales above and beyond, and I'm sure you've already guessed it, and that is webinars. Okay, and we've worked with startups and tech companies to implement webinars that are highly successful, highly profitable, even if they've never run webinars before. In fact, the quote here on the screen from Elliot is talking about how he converted 21% of his webinar attendees, which is worth well over 5 figures, in just his first webinar. And this is somebody that had no prior experience to running webinars. So if you're a complete newbie, this is a great course for you. Or if you know a little bit more about webinars, or if you have a background in marketing, or even if you don't have a background in marketing, we cover all of this in the Ultimate Webinar Blueprint, and I'm so excited to dive in. So this is what we're going to cover. We're going to go over psychological levers and magnetic principles behind education-based and event-based marketing. And this is where, if you're just new to marketing as a whole, this is a great foundation that you can use for webinars or anything else that you run. And if you're a marketer, this is a great refresher course on some of the greatest psychological principles and levers. Now, next we're going to dive deep into 4 battle-tested webinar formulas and outlines. These are things that I've used myself, that we've seen successful companies and tech companies use time and time again. We deconstructed the entire outline, gave you the exact formula so that you could swipe and deploy and use to launch for your first webinar. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to set up your first webinar, and that's why we put these different formulas inside. And if you run one, then the next week you can run a different one, next month you can run a different one. So there's no shortage of formulas and things that you can swipe and deploy in order to get set up with your webinar. We're going to show you the exact steps for setting up and launching your own webinar. I even walk you through one that I was putting together when putting together this course, and much more. We go over a landing page checklist. We go over engagement optimization. We do a walkthrough of me setting up. We go over design principles and so much more. And if you're thinking, well, who the heck is David Cristello? Well, I am the founder of Jetpack Workflow. I have my own software as a service startup where we have to use webinars in order to gain prospects and new users inside of the application. But this is for software. This is for any company that's really looking to have a scalable means of bringing in clients and customers and users. And my background is I've been a growth and marketing consultant for startups, tech companies, and small businesses. I'm always focused on where can we get ROI? Where can we drive smart growth that is sustainable? And that's what I've been doing for years and years and years. And part of the reason I put together this course is because I get so many questions around webinars. I see the impact it could have, and now you have the chance, instead of paying me or some other company to run these really expensive webinars, you can do it yourself by following these formulas. And this is all backed by the Udemy platform guarantee. So 30 days, you get to have complete access to everything. You get to kick it around and see if it's a good fit for you. And anytime in that 30 days, you can ask for a refund and, of course, get one. It's stamped not only by myself, but by the entire platform, which, of course, has millions and millions and millions of students. So if you're interested in starting and test driving the course and getting set up, there is a blue Take This Course button on this page on the right side. You can go ahead and click that. It's going to ask you to log in or sign up, and then after that, you're going to be instantly up and running. You're going to have access to the entire course, so you can really give it a test drive, really see if it's a good fit. And of course, if you're ready to get your first webinar set up, we walk you through everything step by step, and we're so excited to have you on board. So if you're interested, again, the blue button is off on the right-hand side, and we look forward to seeing you inside the course. Thank you so much.